Welcome to day 4 of our Somatic Yoga Series. Today's theme is embracing change. Go with the flow of things, see your potential, and know that you have the courage to face and embrace change. We are so intimidated by change that it holds us back from pursuing our desires. But in order to grow and move forward, we have to take that one step. As I guide you today through a few more traditional yoga poses, I invite you to put any doubts aside, bring your awareness to self-empowerment, and be ready for your new chapter. Today's mantra is, I have the confidence to face and embrace change. And with this said, when you're ready, let's get started. Alright yogis, let's start today at the very bottom of the mat in a child pose. Option 1 is to open the knees wider than the hips and lower into a child pose. You can place a big cushion for your chest to rest on. Option 2 is to keep the knees together. And let's take this opportunity to open ourselves up to change by starting today's practice by reciting our mantra. I have the confidence to face and embrace change. I have the confidence to face and embrace change. Repeat this mantra silently in your mind. It is time to release the mantra. Slowly make your way onto all fours. Tummy tucked in, straight spine, hips above the knees. We're going to extend the right leg out to the side and take a few cat-cows. Inhale, arch and look forward. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round. Inhale, forward. Very good. Exhale, round. And now let's switch legs. So left leg extended out to the side. Exhale, round. Notice how so much more is happening right now. The body is having to balance in a different way. So we're also stretching the inner part of the leg and opening the hips. Inhale, arch and forward. Exhale, chin to chest. Beautiful. And keeping that mind-body connection, let's take 3 fire hydrants with the right leg. So we're going to lift that knee up to 90 degrees. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more. And now we're going to add the left arm. So to avoid losing balance, make sure the belly is tucked in. So we're going to inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A slow and controlled movement. Breathe through it and notice how your body is moving in complete unison. Amazing, friends. Let's repeat. On your next inhalation, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Now let's add the right arm. And notice how your whole body is engaging from the neck right down to your feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Slow and controlled. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. All right. Okay, let's come into a half plank. So move your hips forward. Inhale. Exhale, using the arms to first lower the chest, chin. Inhale, pushing the hands down. Bring yourself up into a cobra. Breathing deeply. And now let's turn the body over, stacking the hips and looking over your right shoulder. Center. And let's take it to the other side. So this time looking over your left shoulder. Come back to Cobra and release into a child pose. One more breath. And from here, let's take baby steps to the very front of the mat. Let's start by bending and extending the legs a few times and pushing the feet into the mat as you extend your legs. Beautiful. A couple more. And on this next one, begin to slowly roll yourself up. Take a big shoulder roll. Going to inhale, reach as high as you can. Exhale, arms out to the side. Again, inhale, stretch the body. Exhale, lower the arms. Very nice. Now opening the feet wider than the hips. Let's do some pelvic circles to one side. So we're actually encouraging the prana flow here, which flows from the base of the spine and moves upwards, making sure your hips are centered. And let's take it to the other side. And your circles can be smaller or larger than mine. And notice how the pelvic girdle moves as you move the hips. All right, now bringing the feet together, we're going to inhale, reach up, big stretch, clasp the right wrist with the left hand, and exhale, side stretch to the left, and think of sliding along a wall. That way we're going to keep the body straight, and you can cross the right foot over the left. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lower the arms. Big inhale, clasp the left wrist this time, and exhale, side stretch to the right. And of course, if you want, you can also cross the left foot over. But before you do so, make sure that you're quite happy with your balance. All right, release back to center. We're going to take a big inhale again. Reach those arms all the way up. Arms together, and we're going to shift your weight over to the left leg. Open the right leg, toes on the mat. Exhale, hands to heart. This is our tree pose. And now we're going to flow through a couple of more traditional yoga poses. So I'd like you to feel the energy rising up through your body. Feet together and take a big step back into Warrior Two. Back foot pointing towards the top left corner of the mat, and open the arms out to the side. Shoulders above the hips and away from the ears. And feel the power in this pose. Now extend the front leg. We're going to pivot the back foot, coming into a high lunge, and bring all your weight to the left leg and slowly transition into a warrior 3, keeping the toes down. Beautiful, just like this. And if you're really confident with your balance, then you can lift the back leg about halfway. Awesome job, my friends. Step it back to center and let's do the same on the other side. So inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. Shift your weight to the left leg. Slowly begin to open it out to the side, toes on the mat, tree pose. And find a point in the distance where you bring your gaze to. This will help you with maintaining your balance. From here, we're going to step it back into a warrior 2. Legs are pretty wide apart and spread your arms out to the side. You have a strong lower body. And keep looking at that point, called the drishti point, our concentration point. Alright, lower the arms and pivot the back foot. Toes pointing forwards, shift your weight to the front leg, and when you're ready, come into a warrior 3, keeping the toes on the mat. And only if you're 100% confident with your balance can you lift the leg about halfway. And if you're wobbly, know that that's absolutely normal because good balance takes time and dedication. And do not allow any external environment to take you off your concentration point like those mosquitoes. Okay, step it back into Tadasana. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, down. And breathe in. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, lower. Bend both knees and step it one leg at a time. Going to inhale. Exhale, using the arms to lower your chest, chin. Inhale, pressing the hands into the mat. You're going to come up into a cobra. And on your exhalation, release back into a child pose. Inhale, come forward, Cobra. Exhale, child pose. Just taking a moment here and moving on, come into a seated position in the front of the mat. We're going to need a lot of space at the back for our next asana. But first we're going to extend the legs. Keeping the knees bent is also absolutely fine. We're going to inhale, reach up and arch the spine at the same time. Exhale, fold all the way and slowly lift yourself back until you have an absolutely straight back. So if you're super flexible and you can bring your nose to your knee, then that's fine. But otherwise, I would want you to lift your upper body to avoid rounding the spine. Alright, and now let's bring our hands under the knees. We're going to rock like a little ball using a bit of momentum. Just a few times. And now lower all the way. And hands on the mat, legs up, knees bent. And using a bit of momentum, if you want, you can lift the pelvis up, knees by your forehead, using your hands to keep you balanced. And only if you're happy with it, you can straighten the legs. This is a full plough pose. Now, you don't have to come into this full plough pose. You can just stay like you were before with your legs bent. And it might feel a bit weird to breathe, but just breathe normally. But this is an amazing pose for our lower back, for our upper back. It releases so much tension. And to release, use your hands to slowly bring you back down. Amazing job, sweet friends. Let's keep the feet on the mat, hands on the heart and belly, resting here, just like this. Telling yourself that you are ready for change. You are ready to pursue your desires, because now you know that there is nothing to be afraid of, and you have the confidence to face and embrace change. And when you're ready, roll over into a fetal position and meet me in the center of the mat. Let's take a moment to allow everything to sink in. And bringing your hands to your third eye, bowing down and thanking yourself for your wonderful practice. Namaste.